Oh wow, that sure was amazing. Playing all those source mods, Open Fortress, Team Fortress 2 Classic, Pre Fortress. So fun, so much fun, so many good ideas. I wonder what they're doing right now. Huh. Uh, at least let me see how Open Fortress is doing right now. Shit. What about Pre Fortress? Oh, holy fuck. Well, I guess I should talk about this, shouldn't I? If you haven't been in a cave for the last couple of months, weeks, I'm not sure, you probably already know that TF2 source mods were taken down because Valve thought it was a good idea to, after so many years of, refining these source mods, making them actually different games besides TF2, they decided it was a good idea to come here and say to all of them that, oh, you like this? You spent years working on all these source mods, these models, these animations, these talented voice actors, the concept arts, the art in general in these games. Well, screw you. We didn't give you modding tools, and you made your own tools, but whatever. Screw you. That's literally what just happened. Like, these people, they didn't have their own, mod tools, so they just made their own. You know when people say, oh, you wanted it, then just do it yourself. And then when the TF2 community actually did it, we didn't got updates. We haven't got updates in like, what, 3, almost 4 years now? So we just developed, all these source mods and all this custom content we have. Creators.tf, Open Fortress, Team Fortress 2 Classic, Pre Fortress, Team Fortress 2 Vintage. So much content, so much stuff to play, and for what? For it just to be taken down. I mean, sure, you can just play it if you still haven't installed on your computer, but it's not like they're gonna take down the servers. It's just like what happened with Pre Fortress. You cannot play these games anymore. It's just insane if you think about it. Think about it with me for a second. Whole games, just a whole game made by people, talented people, that took years to be refined, that took years to be made, and they just take it down like that. That's it. They just take it down. It's insane. If you know me, it's kind of a touchy subject because, I mean, just look at my avatar. That's Mercenary from Team Fortress 2 Classic, aka Team Deathmatch Classic. Yeah, that's another thing. I wonder how Team Deathmatch Classic is doing right now. We have literally no information on that source mod whatsoever. We just know there's like these free mercenaries that are like kinda free different classes, but I wonder what they're doing right now. This is just so stupid and so unnecessary. Like, why all of the sudden? It's been like almost 1 year since the source mod thing has passed. There was a time when Team Fortress 2 Classic and Open Fortress was being played like as hell, but it's been almost 1 year. Why now? I mean, it's not like they don't have the right to do it. I mean, it's their game. But for example, Open Fortress, I mean, what are you taking down exactly? I mean, sure, some models are used from TF2, some textures are used from TF2, and yes, you can play as heavy or medic and all the other 9 classes, but like, were they free to use or something like that? I'm not sure. I remember that like, you could use all of this stuff for free, for whatever you want, if you didn't do it for money. And I don't need to tell you guys that Open Fortress, Team Fortress 2 Classic and Pre Fortress and all the other source mods that I barely know about are free. They're not paid, and I don't think someone was exactly paid to do this. Maybe the voice actors, maybe some of the the artists, but it's just so unnecessary. God damn it! Why would you take down these games that fans made to homage you? It just shows you that how much of a shit company Valve is. I mean, they don't work on TF2, but when fans actually work on the TF2 inspired project, to keep the game alive, to keep the community alive, to have more content and stuff to play, stuff to do. They just take it down like that. It's just so insane to think about it. This is the last thing we need, alright? The last thing we need. The last thing that the TF2 community fucking needs. It's just for you to take down these games. Why would you do that? Like, why? That's what we're all asking. Why? And it's not like the Team Fortress 2 Classic and Open Fortress devs didn't try to solve this. For what I heard from Valve News Network video, they did like this message for Valve to let them work with their own tools and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure they did a great job of it, but Valve hasn't responded in, a good while to them. I mean, they have been silent with everything. But according to Valve News Network, another thing that just made my head explode, just they didn't work on TF2. This actually happened. I believe the guy, alright? He can lie sometimes, downright just lie sometimes. But I believe what the guy said in his video. I believe what he said. They didn't want to work on TF2, but then they work on the Steam Deck because it was easier. I'm sorry, but I just don't buy it. I don't buy that someone is just gonna work on an actual portable PC gaming computer thing instead of Team Fortress 2. I mean, I believe him, but it's just so stupid to think about it. Like, holy shit. It's actually a little bit funny because I had this, list of ideas of videos that I wanted to make. And one of them was like how the source mod thing is dying out and we should probably not let that happen. And I feel like, I'm a little bit late to talking about this, but at the same time I'm not, because I'm seeing more videos popping up about this, which is awesome. We should just keep talking about this as much as we need, because Valve is just not gonna give a shit. They're not gonna just simply wake up and think, oh, you remember those source mods that we have taken down some days ago? Yeah, let's give them permission to work on them again. It's just so insane, goddammit. Why are they so shit? Well, why would you make this wonderful game that just works perfectly? I'm sorry to whoever has this favorite multiplayer game, but Team Fortress 2 is just literally just the best multiplayer shooter that you can have. That's the truth. You can play that game forever, and you have to agree with me. You cannot like it, and you could like another game better than Team Fortress 2, but TF2 just works. It just does. It's just the best multiplayer shooter of all time, in my opinion. And I've taken, some breaks of the game, even a while ago, trying to play other stuff, but sometimes it just comes to my head that, yeah, that game is just perfect. It's just, I'm looking at my screen right now, and just people popping up, like, X is playing Team Fortress 2, Y is playing Team Fortress 2, you know what I mean? And Team Fortress 2 Classic and Open Fortress and Team Fortress 2 Vintage, Pre-Fortress, they just keep the Team Fortress 2 spirit alive, and taking that down just feels so stupid and so unnecessary, like for no reason. They didn't even give people the tools. They did their own tools, and they just took them away from them. That's just so horrible to do. If it was another company doing this, you can trust me that they would have been like cancelled or taken down like years ago, like in that instant. But it's Valve, so we can't do shit about it. The only thing we can do right now is just like keep talking about it, and that's about it. Fuck. I mean, why specifically the source mods? I mean, they could be working on some Team Fortress 2 related project and they want the attention again, you know what I mean? But I highly doubt it about it. Maybe we are gonna have Team Fortress 2 Classic and Open Fortress up and running again, and Pro Fortress 2. But till then, we just have to stick with this mess of what Team Fortress 2 is right now. I mean, there was this point in like back in the quarantine thing that I just played Open Fortress over Team Fortress 2 with good reason. I mean, why would I play Team Fortress 2 if it was full of bots and I could just play this new game that it's just so much more fun because it doesn't have bots and it feels as satisfying. And I'm just gonna say this right here and right now, but I feel like some stuff that the fans actually did are just done right better than Team Fortress 2. The animations that Open Fortress has, like on the first person thing, feels so much better than TF2's. And Team Fortress 2 Classic just knows exactly how TF2 should feel. You know what I mean? God damn it. I miss playing a civilian like on Team Fortress servers and just killing people with an umbrella. Or just playing as a mercenary and bunny hopping around and killing everybody. And winning every single match. God, I was so good at that. At Open Fortress. I was so good at Open Fortress, man. I loved it. I loved it. Just fuck, man. I just hope the game comes back. I just hope like all the source mods come back. That's just all that I had to say. Let's just hope for the best, alright guys? Let's just hope for the best. Até logo.